Paradise is dead, and I killed it. Damn it.
Good start. Good start.
I don't think I've talked to you about this yet, but Nintendo broke my brain. It's happening across all the games I'm playing. Because if you look at my schedule, there's Monster Hunter on Switch, Star Fox on GameCube, and Zelda on the Wii U. So my A and B all fucked up.
You did talk about this on my last episode, Keith.
But now it's just a problem. It's actively a problem now. Because I started playing Hades again, and I kept dashing into every door when I'm trying to open it and stuff like that. Because like I can't get them straight now. But I'm still not 100% correct on the other platform either. So now it's just I'm always wrong. I just reflexively press the wrong buttons on every console.
I played Street Fighter.
There's no exclamation points. What do we do?
Oh. I don't know, Keith. I think... Oh, wait. Oh. Have we heard everything that there is to possibly have to be heard in the whole world? We might be getting
pretty close. Oh, right. I was going to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, to get max friendship with everybody, even though it seems like all of our friendship is just them hating us.
Yeah. But they love us.
That's how most friendship works.
Yay. Yeah, no, I just...
Keith, what the fuck? Keith almost just spilled a gigantic Diet Coke.
It's not a Diet Coke.
Well, they put it in a Diet Coke cup.
Oh, it's all over my controller.
Gosh, man. So unprofessional.
This is really... Okay. False start to an episode. Bye. Alright, we're back. The Coke on my controller has been cleaned off, hopefully. But also, I did the thing that I forgot that I was going to do, which I've now done, which I was going to make a list in my notebook of all of the characters so we can cross them out when we hit maximum friendship, and then we'll be out of the dialogue. So now, this episode, we're just going to rotate between all of our favorite characters, which is all of them.
All of them.
Until we're out of that. And then, then I don't know, we'll just, double check if there's any, clues left to follow up on, and then we'd probably go execute somebody. So that'll be exciting.
That's a day right there.
Nenorosito.
So some kid somewhere has a notebook with a list of their friends in it, and they're making a chart of their percentages of their friendship points with each friend. I need to
maximize my friendness.
Can I ask you something, Architect?
Craft is its own reward.
I want to give you something, Investigator.
Flawless blood dancer's eye.
Is it really just an eye?
I don't know.
An eye? For an eye? It's the eye of a worshipper of Blood Dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device. The chronicles of Blood Dancer have been imprinted onto it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god. Wow, that's a sentence I like quite a lot. Blood Dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
Yeah.
There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. Let's ask about those. What are your sacrifices? A personal question. Every day we make micro choices about how we live. Each one bears the weight of our vision for our own future. Is doing this going to better realize my goal? No? Should I do it? Even though it is more beneficial to the world or loved ones? Can I live with the consequences? So someone's having this thought as they're picking what cereal they're gonna buy at the grocery store right now.
But what if Lucky Charms has butterfly effect consequences and then my dog dies?
What kind of companies am I supporting when I'm buying General Mills cereal? What does this mean? That sounds grave.
We have achieved perfection.
Individual consequences do not have to be life-altering. They all add up, though.
Craft is its own reward.
Please, go and enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies, even though you may learn more about yourself through it. Thank you for your time, Architect.
Da-ding.
Thank you for giving me that eyeball.
A gift from Carmelina, a preserved eye which has had the chronicles of the god Blood Dancer recorded on it.
Gosh, how horrific.
Maximum Carmelina.
Maximum Carmelina.
We have achieved maximum Carmelina. We're completely running out of dialogue with these people. These people. Yeah. You just load back into a close-up of Pex.
I mean,
Hello.
That's the loading screen of my game. just a peck. Tech-filled
Not
screen.
Not even a hint of a collectible anywhere. We got some work done last time. We're at this point where we're squeezing the blood from the stone of the game. No, we need all of the game. I did it.
My family says blood from a turnip, and I don't know
definitely
why.
not a thing. It's way easier to squeeze anything from a turnip. You can squeeze the plants.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the term was the blood from. You can't squeeze blood from a stone until like years later, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
My family's been saying turnip this whole
I think it's
time.
another Bible thing. Whenever there's a slightly weird phrase, it's often like an old Bible reference.
Got a sec, Doc.
Can you feel it in the air?
You've been spraying pheromones again.
The island is about to end.
Spraying pheromones.
This may be
ew.
the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty.
I think it is actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to flirt with him, Keith. Well, I mean, is there consequences of flirting with him? Should we just flirt with him because you know it's the end of the world? We should just be nice to him.
Maybe you'll sleep with him.
Okay, let's try
Maybe
it.
we should stop wasting time then.
Sure, let's just.
You want that?
I don't know. Well, I don't want it to have actual consequences, but I think in this game you don't like end up with anyone. So like, what difference does it make if I'm a hoe?
It's the exact opposite of everything you've said so far.
Well, I'm too curious as to what will happen if we click it.
Uh-oh.
We better not waste any more time then.
Lady love.
Stop talking. Oh no, we did! I didn't really
literally
want
told
that.
you that it would probably happen.
I didn't mean it. I was joking. I just wanted to be a flirt.
You say all these signals but in your moment of weakness.
Oh no, Crimson will never love me now.
It's been wonderful to see you again.
Oh no. Don't. You were never any good at the conversation afterwards.
All the time in the world.
Take this, but save it until you're off duty. Flamboyant wine.
No, I feel bad.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I just thought we were gonna just be cheeky. Like I didn't think we were gonna
You
actually
literally said, let's stop wasting time then.
wink. Like I didn't think.
What did you think that was gonna mean?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this explains things about my life choices. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Or dead. I hope so.
See, now we gotta kill him. Like, we gotta,
So no one can know.
No one can know.
Dead Nebula's freedom letter, rich and full-bodied, good mouthfeel, lingers on the tongue.
Damn it. I feel bad.
Mouthfeel. We were way closer to being done than I thought.
May the cosmos be a mystery.
And may you reach the moon. I thought we were gonna have to like loop around a few times between some of these characters, but like that's 2 in a row where we're on the last one already. Go figure. I guess I haven't necessarily used the look for collectibles on this island. The god one.
I don't remember if there was like any other place to go on the god one besides the god.
Yeah. We didn't necessarily think there was more to do in the starting island either, and then we found like this like torture device.
That is true. Are you serious?
There's a Shinji.
Are you serious? How do you get up there? Oh my gosh, you could just walk up it? I would have never...
It might
Oh
be
my
the
gosh.
last Shinji.
Is it the maximum Shinji?
Whoa, you hear that? How come Doom Jazz gets a yacht?
He likes his private time.
How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht.
That's weird.
How long have you had this dream?
About 13 days.
I think you'll need to be a part of the syndicate to get a yacht.
If that's the case, I'm not interested. Correct.
I mean, there are people who just have money who own yachts. You don't
Yeah.
have to be a part of anything besides the rich
Does
kid
money
club.
exist?
I mean, money exists physically. You can argue like whether its value exists.
I mean, in this game,
oh, you're getting all existential on me.
we were rewarded with a Shinji. Of course, it'd be on top of the fucking pyramid. We never tried to talk to him again, I guess.
I hope at the end of this game there's something with Shinji that happens.
I hope so. I said leave me. Nope.
We never figured out why
again.
Carmelita took the god flesh.
Maybe it's something to interrogate. I feel like a lot of the stuff is being set up as like loose end stuff that will then come up in a Phoenix Wright situation where all the narrative comes out during the trial.
Yeah, or maybe somebody says something that let something slip, and
This has been like the longest setup chapter of any Phoenix Wright game ever. It's like you thought Act 5 was a long case before we got wrapped up, but this one's 20 hours long.
And I'm still not 100% sure on who like I want to send in to be executed.
We don't even know if the trial's good in this game, like as a system. So there's only one up there, and I believe that's the judge's chambers. Yeah, it's my gun.
Yeah.
It's like the only collectible I can find anywhere.
So do we ourselves get to shoot them? That's kind of a weird system where the
'Cause
investigator,
we're judge, jury, and executioner. We're gonna do a fascism on them. Just gonna double check. I think we're already done with him.
yeah, that's good because
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with him anymore.
Cross out Yuri.
I hate him. Who's your favorite and who's your least favorite character? I mean, obviously besides Shinji.
Oh.
You can't pick Shinji. I mean, people to accuse fundamentally.
It's funny because like I guess it's often the case for murder trial suspects. They're not very likable characters in general. Nah, I think my least favorite is Yuri, and my favorite is Henry.
Yeah, I like Henry. I also like Skeleton Boy.
Yeah, you like Sam and Crimson, which are also great characters. And most of the other people suck except Lydia. Lydia is just not especially interesting.
Yeah, Lydia's not interesting. I think Carmelina is the most boring. I don't find her very interesting at all.
I hate her dog.
You don't have a cup,
which is weird
Keith.
for a dog.
You don't have a cup, do you?
A cup?
To do his voice. Oh, good thing you don't have to anyway.
No, I got my mug's right there. It's
Okay.
always here. It's always here.
I thought I saw drinking it. I thought you're gonna have to like chug it because
No.
that way you could do his voice.
'Cause I'm weird. Everyone's got their like novelty mugs and stuff everywhere, and I'm like, I will use one mug forever, please. And so I just drink from the same coffee mug every day, and then clean it every now and then.
Well, I just find too many fun mugs. Like that's like
Too many mugs.
Too many mugs. It's a problem I have where I have like too many novelty T-shirts. I have too many mugs.
If I liked
too
the
many
novelty
fun
mug, that would just
things.
become my new only mug.
So you have never found a novelty mug you like? Because there's so many that are just gems.
I never tried to necessarily, I have the thought of like I already have a mug, and so I'm like whatever. Like the Weekend Wolf shirt I have of like which I call Burp Wolf because it's like it's that blue wolf that's like burping so. It seems to be burping so forcefully that he's crying. It seems to be like the iconography of that shirt.
It looks
it's
to
a lot
me
to take in.
like a burp you get after you drink a lot of soda, like the one that stings your eyes as you burp. Like that's what that reminds me of every time I see it.
He looks like it might be a decapitated head that's actually just dead, but he also looks like he's burping so hard that his eyes went cross-eyed reverse outward, like bug-eyed, while crying. Like it's a lot. It's from the artist.
Some weird like ahagao burp.
Yeah, it's the artist that did Root. Made a really good shirt called Weekend Wolf, but he also has that on a mug. And so I almost got the mug at one point instead.
Do you want the mug if you already have the shirt though?
No.
So you gotta pick one or the other.
Yeah, I got the shirt, and it's a very comfortable shirt. Tri-blend. Yeah, these are both maxed out. So we're actually like really far along. There might be less left to do than I thought. So we're down to Crimson, Lydia, and Sam. And then we'll just double check our notes.
And decide who gets sent to death.
One of the reasons I'm putting them off a bit right now is because we kind of hit the stage of the game where it seemed like the remaining secrets were less stuff we could find in the world, which we've explored pretty thoroughly. Mm-hmm. And instead, a lot of them are just the various secrets people reveal to you when you max out their friendship. And it's like we kept having that be how we unlock all the stuff that's been like floating mysteries. It's like people kept having secrets they were holding off until they got to like, I think it's like their penultimate friendship level. So then the last one is like kind of like a goodbye.
Hey, here's a gift. Like, see ya.
Yeah, or like there's something I need to tell you, and then you get the probe option. Bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame we don't get to see the next island, though.
Maybe we do.
I mean, I don't think so.
Probably not in full. We probably don't walk around it in full 3D or anything because the game will be ending. But you might get to visibly see it.
We got glimpses of it with the whiskey stories.
Yeah,
between those
really
two
boring.
strangers. Yeah, it
looks like it's just Earth.
Yeah.
Which was a plot twist I anticipated until we realized that Earth exists in this universe already.
That would have been really funny.
Yeah, like a Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Or I was thinking like
hey, a hangout.
Planet of the Apes, where it's like, it was Earth the whole time. Yeah, I spoiled that movie, but it's really old, guys. So
it's, yeah. Rosebud's a sled.
Yeah, Rosebud.
I haven't even seen that movie.
But you already know Rosebud's a sled.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again because the first time I watched it, I was actually like 8, and I did not enjoy it because I was 8. But I am aware that it's supposed to be like one of the greatest movies ever made, and so I should give it another shot and not be 8 this time.
We just gotta find somewhere where you can actually watch it. How do you even watch that?
Well, I've been using Amazon Prime for like every movie under the sun because they have like almost every movie under the sun. But my New Year's resolution this year was to quit Amazon, and tomorrow is actually my last day with Amazon Prime. It was just like the only way you can watch movies.
Why is your New Year's resolution ending in April?
because I had too many movies to watch, and I had to.
I'm gonna quit it by binging it so hard.
I had to finish watching.
I don't need you anyway.
I had to finish watching Faulty Towers, and I had to finish watching like all these good shows and movies, and so that's why I'm taking so long. Apparently, Gumby: The Complete Collection is on Amazon, so now I'm almost questioning if I should do it yet because I'm like I want to watch episodes of Gumby. But
it might be buyable somewhere.
I might go to like a Rasputin's.
Yeah, you
and buy it, which is like our California record store. But got time for a chat, Crimson. You still read much, lady? Not a lot to read in the Idle Lands.
Good work.
Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought on the island was carrying a few volumes of it. It's my new favorite. Enrapturing Chicks manga!
The music cut out.
Nagoshi's helicopter. A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city.
Not interested.
I'm very interested. Please tell me more. Looks good. Does he achieve his goal? You need to read it to find out. What did you miss most in Exile?
Aww.
I like how whiskey is the honest answer. Like, I'm just like...
You guys, it's a lie?
Yeah, let's be nice and lie to them. The old gang. We live in the shadows of genocidal gods. Praise be, of course. But you guys made it better. It was different time back then. The islands were a mess, but it was us against the world. The Syndicate got too comfortable, too predictable. That's why last night happened. A lot of good times on the old islands. Immortality was a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility. People started settling down though. It didn't end because you got exiled. I feel like I've been watching what we do in the shadows, and my British accent is now trailing into way far Australian now. Although technically, like, they're New Zealand.
I still need to watch the movie, let alone the show.
Well, the show, like, I went and watched the movie again so I could watch the show. We should watch the movie though, because the other people who live in this house are watching the show, but they didn't know the movie existed. And I was like, what, you guys? I've been trying to get you guys to watch that movie with me forever.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, so you've never seen that movie?
No.
Oh my gosh, okay.
My first Taika Waititi movie was Ragnarok, I think, which you still haven't seen.
I honestly think What We Do in the Shadows is one of the funniest movies
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't that because that's the one where the vampires keep this one non-vampire around for tech support, right?
Yeah, they have like a mascot, and he's like a cute little human. But anyways,
He's
sorry.
a cute little human.
They're like, oh, he's so cute. Like teaches them like how to use Facebook. But no, that movie is genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, his stuff's great.
But is this about me getting married? Partly. All of the syndicate got boring in one way or another, because getting married is so boring. Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Akiko got a stick up her ass. Doomjazz only knows so many tricks. I guess that would get boring. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought we were just fooling around. Oh no! Were we hooking up with Crimson before?
Yes, that's clearly.
We were. I enjoyed it, but I wanted it to last longer.
I'm really amused by the idea. I'm really amused by the idea that everyone has just been fucking Doomjazz so much that they're bored of him.
Yeah.
Like everyone, seemingly.
He is quite literally a tool.
Yeah.
He is a tool, a fuck tool.
Well, you get your wish.
Yes, please flirt with her. I'd be so mad if you at the last second you like pick the other option. I'd be pissed. It's been an eon, but we can pick up where we left off. If only once before this island ends. Don't be a tease, lady. I'm not teasing. Just a one-time thing, right? I'm solving the mass murder of the council after being in exile. I'm not in a place to make long-term life decisions. It works for me.
How many one-time things have they had?
Yay! I missed you, Crimson. I missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. We keep it business now. We'll see what happens on the next island.
Then we execute Crimson.
Please, no!
Crimson's favorite manga, Nagoshi's Helicopter. It's the story of a mild-mannered designer that dreamed of flying a helicopter through the city.
That's kind of... Okay.
Volume 1.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but that's a pretty boring manga.
Maybe it's only on paper. I mean, besides being a manga, which is on paper. Like, what if it's like that was maxed out, right? Usually when you sleep with somebody, that's the maxed out rating. I kind of want to play an RPG where the sleeping with them is like a third of the way through the reputation meter. And then there's like all of the follow-up and fallout after that is still the progression of the relationship instead of treating it like the victory or the ending.
I always wanted to play that one. Like, I always want to play. Well, first of all, I always want to play like one of those really cheesy Japanese dating games. But I want to play the one where you are trying to get with a mantis lady.
A mantis lady?
Yeah, so there's like
one of those.
Yeah, so it's like a whole normal world, but for some reason your next door neighbor is like a cute. It's like a sexy praying mantis lady. And you're just you're like in love with her, but everyone else just looks like a normal person.
We played the one where your two pet dogs turn into twinks.
Well, no, one of them was a girl.
Was there two of them?
One of them was a cute boy, and then was a cute girl.
And then what is it?
I want to play the one with the pigeons.
That's the one. Yeah, Hatokful Boyfriend.
I want to play that one forever.
We could play that at some point. You have the full choice of whatever you want when it's your turn to pick the game.
I don't know if anyone it's one of those things like I'd want to pick that, but I'd feel so bad for your audience having to watch me try to date pigeons. Like that's not fun.
I think those videos. I think that game is well liked on YouTube. There's also a bird version of Ace Attorney called Aviary Attorney, which I think I already own it.
How do you already own it?
Aviary Attorney. It's just a really neat looking game.
So you just bought it without playing it?
I can't remember if I have it or not. I have over... I don't even know how many thousands of games now. I don't remember if it's 2 or 3. But it was a whole game done in the style of like old like newsprint sort of stuff. And so like the whole game's like monochrome and it's like woodblock print sort of like visuals.
That looks cool.
And everyone's a bird.
I don't see a problem with that.
Here we go! Vroom, vroom, motherfucker. Oopsie. No! There we go.
I mean, should we already be like max friendship with Lydia because we were already?
Yeah, but it's just whatever relation. It's just whatever there is to have in the game.
I know. I just think it's funny that like we'd like re-earn her
Yeah.
love.
All of these friendships have very different bandwidths.
You know, I just realized I never noticed this before, but her hair is so tall that it's hitting the ceiling of the car.
Yeah.
And I'd never noticed that it was flat on top before.
Yeah.
What's good to eat on this island? Shouldn't you know that by now?
No, she's never been to this island until today.
With the new one?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was imprisoned several islands ago.
Oh, yeah, until today. Because today, yeah, but I just mean, well, yeah.
Today is the endless day that is
yeah.
entirely her investigation.
I guess so.
She seems to live entirely off of 25 flavors of soda.
And a bunch of whiskey.
Yeah, and no food.
That's a healthy
She found
lifestyle.
food once and she gave it to a dog.
This whole thing's a delusion. She's actually just really drunk. She's dying in the gutter. The Deep Factory nailed the meat this time. The synthetic meat, that is. Notice how there's now livestock on the island? The Deep Factory got expanded. All the meat is made from a culture made from a culture or bugs. I think it means of bugs. There are huge caverns
No, because a culture would be like algae.
I guess.
bacteria.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
A
You're right.
culture
That
is a
does
thing
make
you grow.
more sense. A culture bugs.
I think that was a typo earlier though, because I think they meant to say. You notice how there's no livestock on the island? I think is what they meant to say, not now.
Yeah,
Because there is no livestock on this island.
Because
We've been everywhere.
I know I did think that. I was like, what's she talking about?
It's like the only meat that's been available for the last 1,000 years seemingly was KHX. I don't think we ate him.
Yeah, no. There are huge caverns full of bug breeding and meat growing operations. Let's ask for the taste.
I gotta say, like I think I've watched multiple movies now where the reveal is that the food is made of bugs, and I'm unperturbed by it.
I'm so cool with it.
I'm completely unalarmed. Like in Snowpiercer.
No, but you know,
in
Snowpiercer, it wasn't
bugs.
bugs originally.
Wasn't it people?
No, it was worse. I can't even say it because I'm grossed out by it.
It was made of children.
No, it's made of fecal matter of the rich people. Is what it was.
That is worse.
That is much worse, and I don't like to think about
you
that.
You really would have preferred them starting with the bugs.
No, honestly, when I found out that like the bugs what they changed it to, I was like, honestly, the stakes have been lowered a little bit because the bug thing is not even a problem for me. Like, I'm already down for people eating bugs. I think we should start doing it to be more environmentally kind. Does it taste good? Yeah, real good. Yuri always claims it doesn't taste like the real thing, but he's just that type. He's the pickup I dread each time. The amount of bullshit that comes out of his mouth is out of control. I can see that. Thinks he's a wine connoisseur. Dude, you live on a synthetic island where the grapes are grown underground in a lab. This isn't high-end stuff. He tried to tell Sammy all about whiskey one time.
Oh my god, I know this type of person.
I know you do.
Yeah. The kind of person that just is instantly an expert at everything and will just rant at you about their half-made-up bullshit.
Well, actually.
And you just get used to the idea that, like, oh, it doesn't go well if you actually point out that they're full of shit. So you just like, uh-huh.
Great, interesting.
Yeah.
Sammy renounced violence, but I thought Yuri was about to get an ice pick in his eye. Sorry, LD, didn't mean to go off. He drives me crazy, and I drive him around. You vent all you want. He's new to me. I'll trust you on this. Appreciate it. I'll drop you at the beach again. It's the only place I know where it's the only place I only know where the beach is. I don't know where anything else is. Perfect.
She just drops us off where we met her every time.
She's a liar. She actually isn't even a taxi driver. She doesn't know where anything is.
Nope. Come back later.
So I didn't realize that we were behind with her.
Yeah. I figured we probably were behind on her because we've seen that scene relatively infrequently, and she's really out of the way.
Yeah, that is true.
But like, I think she was originally designed to be a character that talks to you as she shepherds you around the island for all the fast traveling, and that's why she has a dedicated screen just for talking to you that has a different interface and everything. And then she always talks about how she's dropping us off at the beach. I think that was supposed to be because she could. Like, she was going to say she's dropping us off at the place she was taking us to.
Do you think maybe they figured out that people weren't using fast travel? and so there's like maybe like you don't get enough exposure to her character.
But also that maybe you don't necessarily want a conversation every time you fast travel.
Just like real taxi driving, where it's like, oh, man, I don't want to have to talk.
Yep. It's like when I get my hair cut, and I'll just sit there in silence until they suddenly start talking to me, and then I'm like, okay, let's do this.
It's gotten to the point where I have like a preset, like I have certain things I'll say every time because I don't want to have to talk, but I don't want to not talk and be rude and awkward. So I always ask them like the same questions, and because I was a different person, so I was like, oh, like what's like the weirdest thing somebody's asked you for, like. Like, you know, you ever get people who come in here and bring a picture of a celebrity and they want to look like the celebrity, but you know it's impossible because their hair type is like nothing like the celebrity, and they also don't even look like the celebrity, so they're disappointed when their hair gets cut and they aren't like amazingly beautiful now. Like, you know,
you should just talk about JoJo's hair.
Dude, oh man, they'd hate me. I think there's this anime and manga I like, and like I want hair like this, but I know it's impossible.
The only way I can make that hair is if I put a bunch of cardboard tubes on my head and then wrap the blonde around it.
Yes.
Fancy a drink?
Yes. Except we were rolling in blood crystals with nothing to spend it on at this point.
This is my other blend, LD, Vortex. I trust neat is okay. This one has a punchier taste.
Like getting punched, or like punch like fruit juice?
K.O.
That sure hits you.
I don't serve this to many guests. They find it too much. It is harder to appreciate, but you understand, don't you, LD?
Do you miss being an assassin?
Death doesn't interest me anymore, LD.
But it was your calling for so long.
Being an assassin hurts too many people. I have a new calling, a new craft, can't you see? Do you miss the Paradise Psycho unit?
Every day. Being an investigator completes me.
That's how I feel, LD. Serving the right drink can change a life. That's better than taking a life, isn't it?
If someone didn't take a life, I wouldn't be here having this conversation.
Ha! That's true, isn't it? I have enjoyed our conversations, LD. I hope the rest of your investigation proceeds smoothly.
Is this our last chat?
I am under suspicion, LD.
I am afraid I need to say goodbye to this bar one last time. So many memories.
It's been a pleasure, Sam.
Take care, won't you, LD?
Always.
Ding.
She looks angry. Like, she said always, but she's looking all pissed off.
Yeah. So we were down to the last conversation on everyone except for Lydia, funnily enough. Go figure.
Is that that's the last person we have to check?
Yep, Lydia is the only remaining person.
What if we go back and like we can't max out yet? What are we gonna do?
Anything else? Let's see. Have we ever been inside this building?
No, you can't.
I guess
you can't. I think it's like a facade. I mean, the inside that they show you when you talk to them is the inside.
We've been back here. Oop. This isn't the hatch.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? We haven't been back here. What the fuck?
The storeroom. Nightmare locked safe.
Oh
Nightmare
my
computer.
gosh.
One more puzzle.
What kind of, how, we're so terrible.
I mean, we found a hatch behind it.
It's worship.
That was distracting.
Arms and legs and a
these are
stick.
so stupid.
Arms and legs and a stick and a
Those are the wrong arms.
Oh, it's the little baby arms.
There we go.
What the like what?
Yeah, no, worship's pretty stupid.
I don't understand it at all.
At this point, the trick is just to see whether or not the percentage goes higher when you click on stuff.
Yeah. Like
It's kind of noise. Like the lines are just actively wrong.
Squiggle, squiggle.
Pile bunker gauntlets. These might come in handy.
Fuck, that was we can get into this, but we need something to get into this.
What?
I'm trying to remember where that was. It was like, oh, we can get into this, but we need something to break it to get into it. Where was it? There was one place.
Why would you? You mean the digging spot?
Yeah.
Why would you use gauntlets to dig? What's a pile bunker?
I'm only guessing because I don't understand what any of this means. Like, I don't know what a pile bunker gauntlet is.
What is a pile
but
bunker?
There's only one place on the island where there is something for us to get into, and I feel like that might be what it's for.
I think that over... Wow, this is just the same one again, but with one more detail.
I like how Kuma is just staring at you as you complete these puzzles.
Yeah.
She's like judging you hard on your technique.
Was Kuma a she? I don't remember.
Yeah, Kuma's a she. I remember I was surprised only because, although you know I think Kuma in Tekken is also a she. Now that I think about it,
There's a lump of non-human flesh inside.
it's the god flesh. What the fuck? It's
Or
the
it's
god
Kuma.
flesh, right? No.
Or what was the hamster or whatever that we were like found the grave of?
Oh
right
no! It was like a celebrity hamster.
Yeah, like it's like 2 seconds after we learned about this character's existence, they were dead.
It was like a hamster that inspired a comic, and then it was a famous
What
comic,
the fuck are
and then we found the
Pilebunker
dead
gauntlets?
hamster. Sam's still got a pair of Pilebunker gauntlets kicking around. Once an assassin, always an assassin, I guess. They're well used. Looks like they only have one charge left in them. What are they? They'll probably come in handy. I'll borrow them for a bit. No, it's for digging. It's for that thing.
Are they like the mole gloves that you get in Skyward Sword?
Or
Like, what are they?
or something. Or yeah. Sam has a safe locked by a nightmare computer. Seems excessive.
Sam had 2 safes locked by Nightmare
That's
Computer.
extra excessive. There's a lump of flesh in here.
Well, that's a problem.
It sure isn't human. I can feel the cosmos when I look at it. That's disgusting.
Isn't that the line from without the flesh part from Katamari? Like I can see the cosmos, like the little kid.
That one little creepy girl.
Yeah.
It looks like this has been carved off something. Is this flesh from Crying Judge?
How many characters have crying grudge chunks?
Sorry.
How many people have chunks of crying grudge? A high-end destructive weapon that can punch through any thick material only has one use left in it.
What is...
There's the hatch. We found that first, so we didn't turn all the way around to find that path.
What is that?
A ladder.
Wait, there was a fountain down there, but it's just a normal fountain. Right?
Yeah, those aren't special.
Okay.
You just turn them on, and you're like, haha, it is I.
I waste water.
I am General Disarray, and
Yeah.
I will just turn stuff on and walk away, and I'm gonna ruin the environment.
I love General Disarray.
Everyone knows that it's Butters. That's me.
Lulu, I got 2 apples. Lulu, you got some too.
Sir?
Want to tell me what a lump of flesh cut from a god is doing in a security safe in your storeroom? Never thought I'd ask about that.
That face he's making. What flesh?
Sammy.
Don't think so, LD.
I don't know what you're talking about, LD. Is someone trying to frame me? Did someone plant it there? Did you plant it there?
Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
I promise you, LD, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe there is something we should talk about, LD. Something troubling.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
I'm sorry, I wasn't truthful. So you're supposed to like build up the relationship after finding it, and
Yeah.
so then he comes clean. I was holding that flesh for someone.
Like like drugs? Like I was just holding those
Didn't we
drugs for
find-
my friend.
Wasn't that Carmelina and Witness that carved off chunks
Yeah,
of
no,
grudge?
yeah. There was. I knew
Yeah.
that there was more than one person that carved off god
Yeah.
flesh.
I was holding that flesh for someone.
That isn't original, Sammy. Why do you have god flesh?
I was asked to store it for someone. It was Witness.
Why did Witness ask you to store that flesh?
Hey baby, you want to store some flesh?
I have a place you can put that flesh. You know what I'm saying?
He came to me and he said he needed it to be stored. He didn't tell me anything else.
And you just accepted it without question.
I didn't know what it was, did I? He just gave me a box and said it needed to be kept a secret. For the good of the Syndicate, wasn't it?
Didn't it strike you as suspicious?
Witness is an old friend. You'd do anything for old friends, wouldn't you?
The facts and the truth.
This is suspicious as hell, Sammy.
It's the truth, isn't it?
We say, isn't it? Like I should know. I have
Well,
no idea. Exactly. Like
Well,
it's
he always talks like that. Like when people end sentences with in it.
in it.
Yeah. Like even there, it's like, for the good of the Syndicate, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
he just keeps
yeah.
saying that.
It's a bad habit.
It's a bad habit. I think it's just a dialect.
Well, I think, in this situation, it makes you look fucking suspicious.
We found your pound of flesh, Sammy, which is ironic.
Yeah, you probably could have used a little bit of that, couldn't you?
Just rub it on. Oh, I hate that.
What?
There's little blue people on the horizon, and they're not Shinji.
Little blue people.
They're all the guards that were added after we blew up that environment.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one there, and there's one there, and there's like a few down there. It sucks.
That is disappointing.
There's one down there. Every time we think we're out of Shinji's, we find a really weirdly located Shinji. So now I have no trust. There could be a dozen left for all I know.
There's no counter, so you'll never know, like, if you're close to getting all the
No.
Shinjis.
You just get every Shinji, and he just reveals he's the killer instantly. That's the real mystery all along.
It's like the true ending of the game. Like you can accuse someone and
Oopsie.
get them executed, or at the end, Shinji's like interrupts the trial, and he's like, "I'm the one that did it. I'm here to
Shinji
save."
flies backwards around the world a dozen times. We're turning back time and undoing the murder. Is it right here?
What that?
There's a sketch of something in the dirt.
Like this.
It wasn't this.
Yeah.
It would be on your little thingamajig, your little computer friend.
Yeah, but where was it?
I think in the computer it should tell you like there was a thing you can open. I mean, it tells you a lot of obvious stuff in there, like to the point of excess.
Suspiciously weak-looking ground behind the Syndicate graveyard.
Syndicate graveyard. I forgot where that was.
That's in this giant building.
Is it that's like the?
It's where
they kill the citizens.
it's where Grace Bloodlines is. Grace Bloodlines is after the
yes.
exit of the Syndicate graveyard.
Oh, I wonder if we're maxed out with Grace Bloodlines.
I don't know if she has a reputation.
Maybe she just doesn't give a damn about it.
I don't give a damn about your bad reputation.
That's a good song, but it's one of those ones that's like used so frequently and like in a lighthearted
Yeah.
way that really undermines like the punkiness of the song. Like it doesn't feel like it's saying anything anymore.
The singing is really cathartic.
That's a Joan Jett, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about your bad reputation. It's got the textured, like the gritty screaming voice.
No, she definitely has like a really great voice. I like girl singers with distinct voices. I don't like Disney princess voices.
Yeah.
I get really put off by that
Then
actually.
you have Bad Reputation by Reverend Horton Heat. You got a bad reputation and I like it a lot. Bad reputation, bad reputation. Your bad reputation. You're the kind of girl I'd like to meet.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get up here anymore, so I'm just gonna walk through the whole building.
I was gonna say I can't remember either. I was trying to like. Well, that seems about right. But I don't remember where the graveyard part is.
One last kiss, question mark. She does have a hangout. We're gonna be here a lot.
I was gonna say yeah. I think we're like very behind on that one.
We miss last kiss. I just need to give myself some desk space instead of sitting with this in my lap the whole damn time. Okay. All right, one last kiss and Lydia. Shit. Demonology. Never mind.
Got time to chat. I have all the time in the world until the island ends,
Today.
which is soon. Are you worried about blinking out of existence when this island ends? What a wonderful bedside manner, investigator. Yeah, what a fucking punk thing to say. If you do your job, then I have nothing to worry about.
What does that mean?
Like, basically, she'll be like, well, I think the whole point is like she's hanging on here because she's, you know, she has like regrets. She's like one of those ghosts that's like hanging around. If we can like resolve her murder, then she can leave and be okay with it.
That even that just implicates just
going away too, though, right?
Well, yeah, but I think that's what ghosts. I can't speak for ghosts because I also don't believe in them. But like, I get the impression that
the ghost spokesman.
In most media, the ghosts like want to be able to move on and leave. Like, it's the whole point. My killer will be brought to justice, and I can be laid to rest. See. You can ask her the question you were just asking about the afterlife. Are you hoping for an afterlife? Heaven? Hell? Eternal paradise in the cosmos? Or an endless suffering in whatever the degenerate hell the gods have devised? It isn't something to worry about. It can't be helped. What if there is no afterlife and you spend your life hoping there is? What a waste. I have the same opinion. That's exactly how I've always felt about it.
Do you understand?
Is she you?
Well,
Gotta grow your hair out and you can be this character for Halloween.
Dude, I wish I could get a mask that cool. But there's like Pascal's wager, and I think the premise, if I remember right, I think the premise of it is like if you have to, you might as well just believe in religion, because the negative effects of not believing in religion, if religion ends up being true, is so damning. Because
I hate that logic.
Well, but I believe, if I remember right, I think in Pascal's wager he even like talks about different religions, and he decides the one that you should believe in is like just, I want to say it's like Catholicism or something, because the punishment for not believing in it is the worst punishment.
He bases it on which religion's holding the biggest gun to your head.
Exactly. So it's like, well, so if you sacrifice, like, you know, if you're just pious, then you're only sacrificing a little bit, and you're preventing a really terrible outcome potentially.
Yeah.
But I actually wrote an essay in college arguing basically the opposite, without name dropping that idea exactly, where I think that's a huge waste, because if you do only live one time, like the amount of like the sadness of that
living a lie,
of being really good your whole life for no purpose is like, that to
Yeah.
me is like the saddest thing I can think of. You don't do any of the things that you want to do because you're too worried about like what somebody else, some holy thing will think, you know. So I think worrying about this will prevent you from
I know like
living well.
multiple worrying instances of like people like renouncing their faith on their deathbed by being like, oh, this was all for nothing, wasn't it? Or this was never real, was it? Like, as their like final thoughts. Like that's like it's like several separate cases of it, and it's just like what a rough question to just agonize over forever, essentially. And you just never have your answer.
Well, I think it'd be worse to lie to yourself and then get to that point and be like, oh, I don't really believe, and I have to admit it now, and now I'm not going to get anything, because if you don't actually believe, then you get nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I think it's such a tragic thing to have to worry about. So I just say don't worry about it.
Yeah. I had a college conversation with a rando in the library where I accidentally stumbled into Pascal's wager without knowing what it was, because I was just talking about global warming and just like the massive difference in preparation of like what happens there. Like, well, here's the consequences if you prepare for global warming and it doesn't happen, and here's what the consequences if we don't prepare for it and it does happen, and so on. Like that kind of square, like the logic square of the 4 different examples of what can happen. And it's just like so catastrophically bad that it's like it's supposed to be an argument in favor of like why we should obviously be worrying about climate change, but then the other person just immediately uses it as like, right, and that's why I say people should believe in God, and I'm like, oh, I see a flaw in this argument. But to be fair, one of them is based on observable things about the world that's real, and the other one is like whether or not we should prepare for being attacked by dragons this week.
It's a lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing...
like using it for a religious thing, because it's so faith-based and no evidence and so on, it is like straight up like, here's whether or not... here's this logic square for whether or not we should prepare for a dragon attack this week. Because a dragon's attack would be devastating, but if we like prepare for the dragon attack and it doesn't happen, then it's like, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, but it's fucking dragons, like...
Well, and then you know, making like slightly responsible, you know, decisions about like turning off the water and like, you know, making better choices in like the things that you purchase. Like, it's very easy to kind of just...
Oh yeah, I mean the responsibility for climate change is not in the individual consumer.
Well, and not only that, but then also like the world exists after you die. So at the very least, you can say, well, even if we do prepare for global warming, and like even if I don't, like, if I throw this trash on the ground versus I throw it in the trash can, like,
I'm not a part of your system.
I mean, I'm gonna die. But then someone else will have to pick up all my trash and undo all the bad things I did.
Mm-hmm.
Even if like, I don't know. I'll have to think that one out so that somebody can't pull that on me as far as like, well,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
The reverse card.
Yeah, well, you say we should prepare for global warming. What if that isn't real? You know, so
It's like, well, there it is.
I mean, honestly, that one's like, come on, guys.
It's one of the most
I don't
studied
know.
things in the history of humanity.
But then somebody out there is gonna be like, well, obviously God exists, obviously, and I'll say obviously how,
Significantly less evidence.
but not to them though.
The only evidence is people that have believed in it in the past having existed.
But I mean, all these wonderful, beautiful things in the world, man, and this and babies and you know. Bananas have a peel, so you can eat them. It's more convenient for humans. Have you ever heard that one? That one makes me laugh.
For humans.
Yeah, no, yeah. God made bananas so that way they have a peel because it's for convenience.
They're not for humans specifically.
I know, but I've
What an
heard
asinine
that one
concept.
before.
It's like bananas exist to be eaten. Yes, that's
Also,
what
we've
fruit exists.
modified them over like
Yeah.
over.
Also, if you're gonna say
For a
that,
very
how the
long
fuck do you
time.
explain oranges, huh? Because those things are fucking devil's fruit. Piss me off.
Or about all the poisonous plants on the planet that like people die and eat.
I can count the number of oranges that came apart easily and conveniently on like one hand. And I've had like hundreds of oranges. My least favorite being the one where they start coming off in like one like fingertip sized chunk at a time on the peel. You're like, motherfucker, why won't you stay together long enough to come apart?
It's because they're not ripe enough. And also, we're
driving
not
me
counting
crazy.
clementines. The clementines are beautiful and wonderful, and they're the easiest things to peel in the whole
Yeah,
world.
but full ass oranges are such a pain. I'm like, please. I will just give up and cut the whole thing in half, and then it peels off easy because it's a big chunk.
We'll just do the orange smile thing. Just cut it and then just put it in your mouth and just eat the flesh off and throw the peel away.
Yeah. That's definitely an option. It's very annoying if there's seeds, though, and I also feel I always wanted to bite into it with my teeth and finish peeling it from the inside because I always find myself wanting to eat the orange and not just like suck the juice out and then throw away the weird.
No, you
junk.
can chew the flesh off the peel. It's really easy. You just bite down hard enough.
Well, I usually bite onto it and just pull it off. And
Yeah.
it just comes out.
There's something kind of satisfying in like that flesh ripping. Pretend like I'm a monster.
Rawr.
So let's do exactly as we were just talking about, and let's dismiss and say like we'll agree with her and be like life is to be lived. She's asking us if we believe in an afterlife, and we are saying no. Life is to be lived, not spent waiting. Bravo, investigator, you get it.
What the hell?
Isn't it heresy to not work towards heaven with the gods? Just because something is heretical doesn't mean it's wrong.
Hey, chaotic good.
Besides, you can do the work of the gods without being burdened by the worry of heaven and hell.
It's the
Heaven and hell.
D&D alignment system. There's lawful good, which is air quotes good, and then there's chaotic good, which is actually good.
Yeah.
'Cause who cares about law
I play by my own rules.
if it contradicts what's good?
Vigilante cop, or not cop, but like a cowboy. I'm thinking cowboy movies. Like, I'm a bad Clint Eastwood character, and I'm revenging my family in the world that isn't developed yet. Attachment leads to suffering. Trust me, I have a unique perspective on this. I'll take that advice on board.
Attachment leads to suffering, I suppose. Well,
May you always live in the shadow, and may you reach the moon.
gonna have to come back here a few times. Might want to find a faster way to do it. Have we unlocked this yet?
Wait.
So I must be able to find it later. Oh, hey, is that the thing? I'm gonna punch you!
Yay!
Wow, it just exploded.
I am downright amazed at what I can destroy with some pile bunker gauntlets.
What in the world are they? Is this a hole? Oh my god!
I'm so startled to see another human,
There's a new character!
a new character. Who the hell are you?
What was that pose? Mother?
No, you are not her.
No, you're not her.
Who are you?
Mother called
Called me Dainonigate?
Mother
wait.
called me Dainonigate,
Dainonigate.
a child born into darkness. I don't know, that name's a nightmare. Born never to be known.
Who is your mother?
The corridor lady.
What the fuck is this? Puzzled. Who's the corridor lady?
That's strange.
Corridor lady? Who's that? What corridor?
To the fabric, the corridors.
Built into the fabric. The corridors.
Why are you here?
I thought I escaped. You cannot escape blood.
He looks like.
The hell?
He also looks like he's from JoJo's. Like, that's a
He's
good.
the demon.
Oh.
He got shot.
Oh. 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 That's a gunshot wound. You need to get treated.
No, I failed. They want me dead.
Got it.
Who wants you dead?
Mother and the man. Witness and Carmelina.
Yeah, I was thinking because you said the corridor
Carmelina
lady,
took flesh from the god and made a demon, maybe?
but also like I don't know, I was thinking corridor lady. For some reason, like the way he's phrasing it makes
God,
me think
his
it's
hair
the,
is a
it's the
nightmare.
architect.
I like his pajamas, but that is a nightmare hair.
I think it's supposed to be a suit. I think it's supposed to be pajamas.
I can't accept that.
It looks like some like hoity-toity Versace number.
Yeah, it's like it looks like it'd be like a set of pajamas that has that one like those letters repeating on it over and over again to make it look like it's expensive.
Like a monogram.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you mean like all the brands that do that, like the Dolce and Gabbana.
They
and
have
all
like
that stuff.
wallpaper of it and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? It's just a brand repeating. Why do you want that in your house? Status.
Yeah, we're obviously not very Gucci guys. Who's the man?
Sometimes a friend, sometimes not.
Don't test me.
Why do they want you dead? What did you fail at?
My destiny.
My destiny.
My destiny.
My destiny.
Should we press or should we like get him treated? He's gonna die in the middle of us asking him questions.
I don't know. He's been here a while.
Obviously.
What is this cell we're in?
Let's ask him what his destiny is. Was your destiny killing the council?
Are the council the dead people in the room?
Yes.
Then yes.
Shot me.
He shot me. I killed them. My knife danced. The room became red.
Well, I think,
I wasn't the only monster in the room. It wasn't supposed to be there. What the fuck?
what do you mean?
This is such a big deal.
Lights that were hidden.
I made this. She thinks I didn't. I know more than she thinks. See the lines that were hidden.
Oh my god.
Eyeball key.
Room in paradise for me.
There's no room in paradise for me. You need to see why.
You're going to die if you don't get treated.
Life
Good.
has been bad.
Life has been bad.
Shouldn't have been born.
I shouldn't have been born.
No, don't.
That's strange.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the end of him.
Wow, well, I guess we can't accuse him of murder.
Yes, we can.
Well, I mean, we
We
can.
just can't ask him anything
It just won't
more.
be very exciting.
Yeah.
He slit his throat. Why is she saying that out loud? Just perfect. Who really were you? What the hell is going on here? I could take a blood sample at least.
Wow. So that's
blood-
at least 2 more deaths that aren't from the council. I guess 4 if you count the guards.
Well, they aren't from... Wait, what about KHX? He's dead too.
I said 2. And then I said
and then-
4. Because there was 2 guards. I was
Well,
counting
what
him
about-
and KHX at first.
What about Grace Bloodlines?
Well, she was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, I guess so. The blood sample isn't in the database, but there's a hit on some of the DNA.
That's weird.
What the hell?
Nani the hell?
This blood has Carmelina's DNA.
I knew it.
Corridor lady. It's not her blood, but it could be her offspring. Was it Dainonigate? Digimon?
Dainonigate.
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 The investigator is here.
His sample matches the one used to open the third sealed blood lock last night. That puts him in the penthouse at the time of the murder.
So he's the one that got in.
Well, because he had the blood, because he's the
But
kid
the other demon was also there in addition.
in a box that was open remotely.
So he broke in through the actual way you'd get in, but there was also a box with a straight up demon in it.
So two
so-
people were trying to kill the council
At
on
the
the
same
same
time.
Yeah.
And they all did it and fought? It's a lot.
Well, what'd you know? Ice Kwami's blood matches Dainonigate. Dainonigates. Does that mean Kamalina and Ice Kwami had a kid together? What?
So
Wait.
their kid wasn't Henry? I totally thought Ice Kwami made Henry.
And-
Oh my god.
They could be. Because Henry's 27 and it's 27 years ago, and all that.
It'd be really
whatnot.
funny if you're like, oh my god, they don't have to say it out loud and just make the connection like this. God, to make it too easy. And it's like, maybe it's because it was a lie.
Maybe it was so obvious because it was exactly what they wanted you to think, and I fell for it.
Yeah.
Daddy's boy got through the blood lock because he had council blood. This probably means that one of the tampered birth records I found in Kwami's apartment leads to Dainonigate. See, I feel like
there's multiple records.
I said that earlier. We couldn't find proof of it, but I was like, I feel like I remember there being more than one tampered birth record.
We could try to read through it.
But we did already, and we couldn't find anything that says that. Is this what happened during Kamalina's isolation 25 years ago? Did she hide away while she had a child?
What the hell?
Oh, I guess that makes sense, too. There's some kind of strange flesh fused to his body. What is this?
Ew.
Got it.
Is this the flesh from a crying judge that Kamalina fused with someone? Dude, we're doing like some homunculus stuff. We're doing some like Full Metal Alchemist, like fusing of things.
Do what? It hurts.
Where's Nina and Alexander right now? Was this used to get through the fourth holy seal? He has a knife. It's a perfect blade. It's covered in blood. Starlight can analyze it.
I have a bad
His own
feeling
blood.
about this.
No kidding. And all the council members.
All of them? The demon didn't do shit.
Is this the murder weapon? I
Yeah.
guess that takes out
Yes.
that knife we found with that was
The
Lydia's
monogrammed one.
the Lydia's knife.
Wasn't that the damaged blade?
Yeah, but
So that was used to use that was the one that was used to open the hatch.
yeah,
But not
that
the
was the
killer one.
damaged one.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's a damaged one and a perfect one.
I thought we already found the other perfect one though.
Maybe. I think we found a perfect one.
There's no blood on here that matches the marshals during the council building, guarding the council building. Yeah, so that's the imperfect blade. The blade is perfect as well. It wouldn't have caused the ragged gashes in their throats. Somehow, he got to the council building without going through the guards. This knife matches the lacerations on the council murder victims.
There's two blades in play.
Dainonigate's gunshot wound came from Montserrat's gun. His blood matches the gunshot splatter in the penthouse.
Ah,
Dainonigate broke into the council penthouse, started attacking, and Montserrat shot him. Dainonigate fled here.
I think didn't we have a whole confusion about this where it's like it said it fired twice, but we can only find like one evidence of a gunshot, and now we know it's like it's because this guy ran all the way here.
He had like one bullet in him still, or
Yeah.
something. His blood matches the blood trail that ended at the wall, which answers the who, but not the what the hell.
Nani the hell?
I need to find more about this guy.
Time to start this whole process over.
Oh my gosh. We missed, this is some
he said it
very...
would allow me to use the hidden corridors. Where the fuck are the hidden corridors?
Oh, they said it. They said his name.
Dainonigate.
Dainonigate.
That looks like the knife I was given as a Christmas gift a few years ago.
Who gave you that knife as a Christmas gift?
right there.
Why?
Doesn't it just look like it?
Yeah?
Well, it's someone that we know that's not very good at giving me gifts.
Oh, I know who it was.
And that's a lot of knives.
Did you analyze all of those?
Oh,
What was
it's
he...
like a training dummy.
So
She's just been training in this prison cell his whole life, basically.
she gave him she locked him in, she fused him with a god, locked him in a room with a bunch of knives and
Painted
a training
a diamond
dummy.
on his face.
Dude, that's child abuse.
No wonder his hair is stupid.
He had to cut it himself. He had no other options. There's a mirror there. A secret killer hidden in the depths of paradise. I do so love these islands. The key Dainonigate gave me fits this lock. May as well tumble down the rabbit hole. We have... Jeez Louise. These islands are so weird. What's behind door number 1?
Hey.
What is happening? What? Where do we go? Hidden corridors. Holy fuck.
Have there been hidden corridors this whole game we could have used if we had this sooner, or is it all from here basically?
What? I don't know. Let's see.
Enjoy that cliffhanger, everybody.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.